Hello and welcome, Cancer, to your monthly tarot and astrology reading for May 2023. My name is Jeff. I'm an astrologer and intuitive tarot reader here with you at Raise Your Vibration TV. This is a general reading for your sun, moon, or rising sign. It may resonate with you or not. Hey, it's no problem. You take what you need and you leave the rest. I'd like to thank everyone for their likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you haven't yet, please do hit that subscribe button and support us here at Raise Your Vibration TV. All right, Cancer, May 2023. The summer is on its way. And so is your birthday month, your time. All right, but for now, before we start the reading, I picked from this deck, the Energy and Spirit Oracle. I picked a message for that. And then on this side, I picked card from the Archangel Michael Oracle deck. So we'll go over those at the end of the reading, so stick around for those. It summarizes everything that we've talked about. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate it. I hope everyone likes the new layout and look. I was inspired to do it. Well, I guess it was inspired or told. I don't know. Sometimes Spirit, they told me to do this, so I hope you like the new layout. I love it. It's fresh and clean. It goes along with the season. You know what I mean? It's nice, and we're doing some spring cleaning here at Raise Your Vibration TV, so it's definitely got the effect. I'm really loving the vibe. All right, so before we begin, you know that we also not only do tarot readings, so I'm going to be picking cards and going through each week, but what I'm doing is also incorporating astrology into it too. So we're going to lace the two together, and they work so well together, I guess, goddamn Mercury retrograde. We'll take care of that later in the month. But at first, what's going to be happening is May 1st, Pluto goes retrograde. So Pluto, not only when it goes retrograde, but Pluto always adds perspective because it shakes things up. It makes us realize that, hey, this may not be the path that we're on. And it gives us this eagle-eye view. So at the beginning of the month, we're going to have to, for all signs, we're going to have to gain some perspective on how we're going to steer the rest of the month. All right? And then we've got on the 5th, that lunar eclipse. It's a full moon in the 5th house. That's in your 5th house. So this all has to do with creativity, children, adventure. For some Cancers, it's also gambling, playing the numbers, that kind of thing. Lucky, lucky, lucky. We'll talk about that more. But let's pull some cards first to see how that first week in getting perspective goes. All right. Very good. All right. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. So what your guides are telling you right now is, all right, Cancers, here's what we have to release we have to gain perspective on this. Release, perspective, beginning. That's exactly how this is going. It's perfect. We need to let the fear of failure go. Fear is the dream killer. And if you plan on starting something new, which it looks like you're going to, you have to let some things go. The hangman always represents it's not in your control. And the more you try to control it, the worse it's going to get. So you have to gain some perspective here, as Pluto will do, in pretty volatile ways. It all depends. You know what I mean? It all depends how receptive to the energy you are. Receptacle. Jeez. But anyway. Oh, sorry. 5 of Pentacles always shows a fear of failure. There's a fear here, and we need to just let this go. It's something we can't control. Fear needs to be released. You need to let that go. But the Ace of Cups symbolizes you doing things for you, filling your cup. Cancer, you want to take care of everybody, okay? The problem is you're trying to fill everyone's cup, and you are filling from an empty cup. What good is it going to do anyone or yourself? So this month, you're going to realize that I've got to let this go. And I have to start, number one, loving myself. This is using your heart chakra and getting my emotions in check, because you always have to get your emotions in check, especially a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You always have to keep that in check. And when the full moon comes along on the 5th, this is like a double full moon, this lunar eclipse. And it's not only going to bring to light things, but because it is almost like in the Earth's shadow, it brings up some shadow work that we need to work on, realize, and release. And don't fear about the things you can't control. Let it be. You know, the Beatles were onto something. Let it be. But fill your heart. All right? That lunar eclipse is happening in your 5th house. This could also be a focus on children, too. And sometimes, you know, as parents, we do fear for our children, but there are sometimes when we just have to let them leave the nest and learn the lessons. The thing is that it's time for you, right out of the gate for the first week, is to take care of you. Fill your cup. Don't put your energy into things that you cannot control. You need to let those things go. All right, so let's pull some more cards. Can I have one more, please? Thank you. Look at that. All right. Well, what they're saying is that you have to change the way that you're looking at this, the way that you're thinking about it. The Ace of Swords here has to do with a new way of thinking. And if you listen to your heart, you'll receive that perspective that you need. Because this is a new beginning for you. This is a new month, new you. You've got to take that first step. 10 of Cups. One of the best cards you can get in the deck, Cancer. So it's really showing that there is a clear indication that there is fear involved in any decision making of what you're doing or in the current situation that you're in. You can't control it, so you need to release this fear. You need to let go of expectation and control and just give it to the universe. Let them take care of it. So you can start focusing on the things that matter in your life. And there's going to be a huge attention to romance, sexuality, you name it. The 5th house is all about fun, you know, and having fun. Let's not focus on the things that we can't control. And don't fear that you're going to lose control. You have to change the way that you're looking at it and take that first step. The fool can either take a step and not know what they're doing, or they can make a conscious step and take that first one, and then the other one will follow, and then the other, to the 10 of Cups. So there's clearly indication what we need to do and what's the outcome. You know what I mean? So on the 5th of, on May 7th, Venus is moving into your sign. So this lines right up. Isn't that amazing? You got the new beginning. Ace of Cups always has to do with love. And then you have the 10 of Cups, which means that, oh boy, there's a relationship coming here. Then you have the lunar eclipse. That's happening in your 5th house. And then 2 days later, Venus is moving into your sign, the planet of love. Single Cancers out there, it's time to get out of that fear of never having somebody and stepping into I'm getting somebody. Those are two totally different energies. And boy, you'll reap the results. It's time to change the way that you're looking at the situation. All right. I feel like I'm losing my voice. I've been doing a lot of readings this week, and yesterday I did a psychic fair, so I feel like I'm starting to get a little froggy. Why is it so spicy? All right. Look at this. You know what? Focus on balance. Focus on balance. And another thing here that they want me to do is put the balance card in the middle, of course. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Not gender specific, but it's an energy, which means that this person is secure and safe and knows who they are. not intimidated by anybody or anything, knows that the universe provides for them. The King of Pentacles, not gender specific, but a feeling and an energy of using wisdom, knowledge, being secure. Don't have to prove anything to anybody. You've paid your dues. You can see he's, got long gray hair. He is seasoned. There's a balance between this. Maybe some Cancers need to balance out their feminine and masculine energies and find a balance in that. Maybe there's too much masculine, if you're a woman. So you may be too domineering. You maybe have to draw that back in, you know what I mean? And use the quiet, intuitive female energy, and vice versa. If you're a male Cancer, maybe you are in too much of the male energy, and you need to balance it out with the female energy, which is intuition and empathy and understanding other people's feelings and putting yourself in other people's shoes. So Cancer, there's a good opportunity here for relationships. You have to believe it. If things have been rocky, things will balance out because we have these two wonderful pentacle energy here, and pentacles always has to do with money. So if you are even worrying about money, everything's going to balance out. This looks like a great month, but we've got to change our perspective. We've got to let things go, and we got to let go of fear. All right? Wow. This is a pretty spot-on reading right here, especially with all the astrological stuff that's going on in your sign. It all lines up. The moon's highlighted at least once or twice a month. So, it's always a whirlwind with you, but I think things are going to be changing direction, and it's going to be a very, very prosperous month for you with love, money, whatever. Wow, look at that. And then we've got more Emperor energy here. Hey, listen, single Cancer women, I'm telling you, or anybody, males, there's a lot of male energy in here. There's a lot of choices. That's what I'm hearing. Choose wisely. You're still in the game. You see how he's holding that chess piece? You are still in the game. You're still holding the piece. Look at that. 4 of Wands. Some of you might be moving. Some of you might be getting what you want. And it's just a time for celebration. Why not? Let's not focus on fear, because this is swift and fast success. Balancing out these two energies. You see that? The dual energies, the black and the white. Wow. May 14th, Mercury goes direct. Hallelujah. It's only been 3 weeks, but it feels like it's been like this for months. So if you've got anything you got to say or contracts to sign, it's probably best to do it after that period, because still coming out of its shadow and, retrograde and everything, miscommunications of all kinds. So just rein it in. Wait till after the 14th, because 2 days later on the 16th, Jupiter enters Taurus. So we're going to have some good expansion energy that's going to be grounding. Look at that. Oh, wow. Okay. They wanted that out. How about one more? Thank you. I love when it does that. Look at this. Some things have to end. The way that you're approaching situations, don't do it out of fear. This is a rebirth. It's a celebration. But you got to embrace change. I know change is scary, but change is necessary, especially with everything that's going on. Now, the 7 of Wands shows that you got to protect yourself. Keep yourself in your bubble. Focus on your dreams. Don't let the other things get to you. You see how they're trying to get to you on your little bubble? Not today. Not today. All right? Jupiter going into Taurus is really good. Listen, if any of you Cancers gamble, get to the casino, get a scratch-off ticket, do something. There might be a windfall of money, change of jobs, something like that. Prosperity is there for you. Wow. You may be being tested. Are you going to allow yourself to love? Are you just going to rule from the heart? That's it. Queen of Cups, more love energy. Trust that it's coming to you. Create the life you want. Look at that, 2 of Cups. Single Cancers, this is your month. Pay attention. Anybody got any holiday parties going on for like Memorial Day in the U.S. or anything like that? I would take the invitation. Really, stranger things have happened. Let's not sit at home and wait for whoever to come riding up. You can't do that. You got to be proactive. You know what I'm saying? On the 19th, we have the new moon in your 11th house. So this is all about focus on friends and groups, working together, and hopefully communications will be a lot more clear around this time because Mercury will already be direct and moving forward. And speaking of moving forward, this indecision, it brings up past fears, I think. This fear of failure is, in your way, kind of justified because this happened before and you're trying to decide what to do. But moving forward with your thoughts in line, keeping them in check, being realistic and grounded, that's what that Taurus energy teaches us, and start claiming victory. It's your time. This is a great month for Cancer. I mean, wow, this is a great reading. So don't let your mind get in the way. Don't let your fears get in the way. Then everything falls apart. On the 20th, Mars moves into Leo. That's some fiery energy there, kids. Mars just is leaving your sign. So we're going to let go of all that drama now with Mars moving out of your sign, because Mars does not like to be in Cancer. It's very, you know what I mean? It waters it down. Now that Mars is in Leo, things are going to start moving forward and really start to gain a momentum. So you're out of the clear for that. You're in the clear for that. So you should be celebrating on the 20th because, pesky Mars is moving out of your sign, and it's going to be like a breath of fresh air, like a nice warm breeze, instead of scorched earth. So let's pull some oracles. Let's see what the oracles have to say for Cancer for May of 2023. This looks great. Romance, you just have to open up to it. You really do. There's a lot of focus on intuition. Look at that. These cards just want to fall out. Wow. Let's not walk away from something beautiful. Let's not cause problems just because we're bored. Let's not get into this low vibe energy just because you've just been so discontent lately in it. This is a clear indication when Mars moves out of Cancer and goes into Leo, you won't feel like this anymore. Okay? You got to trust your intuition. You're very intuitive. All water signs are very intuitive. Cancers are very empathic. Know the difference between your feelings and your intuition. There's going to be a lot of recognition and reward. So put yourself out there. Claim victory. That's all you should be focusing on, not failure. Because this is what happens. Material and spiritual prosperity. You overlooking all you survey. Because you created it. Let's pull out some oracles from this deck, shall we? Cancer. Very empowering reading. Listen to the messages that are being told here. Let go of this fear. Open yourself up to love. You can't control everything. Everyone can't see it your way, and that's okay. You got to gain some perspective in this, Don't go back into old ways. Patterns are only going to repeat if you let them. You know what I mean? Wow, look at this. This is incredible. I love this reading today. This is the Eight of Air. Look at this person. They think they're blocked by all these swords. They're out in the cold. They're all alone. There's confusion, self-doubt. But it's a choice. All she needs to do is turn around and walk away to the horizon. You know what I mean? That's a big message this month. What we're going to have here is time to be more free. There needs to be time for recovery also. And there's definitely going to be some endings here. But it's also with your free will. Because what comes out of it? Rebirth. self-evaluation, and reflection. This is a renewing energy for you. You just have to be open and receptive to it. All right, let's get to our oracle messages on this card. Look at that. Creation. Soul expression, something new. You're creating something new here. It can happen. Open up to it. You can do this. It's a beautiful card. Water your flowers. And this, from the Archangel Michael cards, is make a decision. See, look at the heart and the feather there, the balance. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. Bam! That's what this whole reading's been about. You got to make a decision. Are you going to choose love? Let's see. Are you going to choose love? Come here. Or are you going to choose fear? What's it going to be this month, Cancer? Choose. Choose wisely. One is going to give you shitty results. The other one, your life is going to be more complete and full. You deserve it. Enjoy your month this month. This has been a really empowering reading. It's been incredible. The energy is great. Cancer, I hope that you resonated with this. I hope you enjoyed our time together. I know I did. And I will see you in June. Thank you so much.